There is a large idol in the center of the cabin that must be 6 meters high.
Hello, Monster Bounty, and welcome back to Deathtrap Dungeon, the interactive video game. Last time we tried to prize out one of these eyes and ended up with a face full of poison gas and died. Thanks, Eddie. And this time we're not going to prize out the same one, although I came into this very sure that it was the right one that we'd done, and now I'm second-guessing myself. Okay, well, we're going to climb the idol and take the jewels.
The idol is very smooth.
Yeah, we know. It's fine. Right. I think it was the right eye we did last time, so I'm going to prize out the left one.
As you touch the idol's emerald eye, you hear a creaking sound below you. Looking down, you are shocked to see the 2 stuffed birds flying off.
Okay, good.
Their wings flap in jerky movements.
Not good.
But they are soon above you and
It's
look
not
set to
good,
attack.
But it could be worse.
You'll fight the flying guardians one at a time, but reduce your skill by 2 during this combat because of your restricted position.
Fucking Eddie, what a guy. Right, we'll just attack, I guess. Got 7 skills, so as long as we roll 3 or more.
You lunge for the creature as it flies above you, but your sword clangs into the statue. Neither of you are harmed.
Eddie's just like, fucking, what are you doing, mate?
You manage to grab one of its legs, flipping it over, making it fall fast, but it recovers just before hitting the ground. Neither of you are harmed.
God, what am I doing? This isn't going very well, is it? Or is it? This looks better.
You're able to grab the wing of the Guardian and send it crashing into the idol. It recovers, but you took some of its stamina.
Good job. Right, well, keep going. Oh, that's not
good. The beating wing of the Guardian smashes into the side of your head, leaving you seeing stars and sapping your stamina.
I need that stamina. I don't have much of it. Fuck off, you prick. Okay, that's better.
The Guardian snaps at you with its vicious beak, but you're able to smash the hilt of your sword into its outstretched neck.
Yep. Suck at it, Guardian.
Coming at you with its razor-sharp talons, you're able to swipe your sword, partially removing one of the Guardian's toes.
Oh, a toe wound. Yeah, that's going to get him. I could test my luck, but I'm just going to...
You're able to grab the wing of the Guardian and send it crashing into the idol. It recovers, but you took some of its stamina.
The crumpled form of the first flying guardian falls crashing to the floor. So you ready yourself to take on the second.
Okay, let's eat some provisions because we're down to 10 stamina.
You quickly eat some provisions, increasing your stamina by 4 points.
Okay. That's fine.
The Guardian snaps at you with its vicious beak, but you're able to smash the hilt of your sword into its outstretched neck.
God, that is why Eddie's such a good actor. Such range. Oh, that's
You lunge
fine.
for the creature as it flies above you, but your sword clangs into the statue. Neither of you are harmed.
Okay, we'll just keep going. Okay, that's good.
Coming at you with its razor-sharp talons, you're able to swipe your sword, partially removing one of the Guardian's toes.
Let's... Sure, just keep going. Okay, that's good.
You're able to grab the wing of the Guardian and send it crashing into the idol. It recovers, but you took some of its stamina.
Excellent. Okay, and yeah, we'll keep... I could test my luck, but I'm just going to keep going. Which is fine, double 6.
The Guardian snaps at you with its vicious beak, but you're able to smash the hilt of your sword into its outstretched neck.
Suck a dick, nerd.
Your final swipe dispatches the second flying guardian. You look down and see the crumpled bodies of the two flying guardians lying motionless on the floor.
Get out of here.
You start to prise out the idol's emerald eye with the tip of your sword. At last it comes free, and you are surprised by its weight when it falls into your hand. Hoping it may be of use later,
I mean, considering I've got like
you put it in your backpack.
a jewels thing here, I'm going to suggest that yes, it probably will. Right, we're not going to prize out the right eye, because you just want to spray poison gas in my face, don't you, Eddie? Look at you. Yeah, you know, I know what you're. I've got your number, mate. I'm going to climb down the idol.
Back on solid ground once again on the cavern floor, you try to shake the rope off the idol's neck. This will be a test of your luck. Remember, 2 dice a roll.
I know what testing my luck is, Eddie.
Or less than your current luck score.
This is not my first rodeo.
You have been lucky. Higher than your current luck score, you have been unlucky.
Yes, I'm fine. See?
The lasso loosens itself.
Nice.
And you are able to shake it free of the idol's neck. It falls to the floor with a loud clatter. You quickly coil the rope up again and put it in your backpack. Wasting no more time in the cavern, you run forward to the tunnel in the northern wall.
Would I run? I feel like I just
Not
did
much
a gentle
farther
stroll.
down the tunnel. You come to a closed door on your left.
Right.
Putting your ear to the door, you listen intently but hear nothing.
I mean, this is supposed to be a labyrinth, right? So far, it just feels like a bunch of corridors with rooms coming off them. It's basically like a Premier Inn. Well, not a Premier Inn, because that's slightly upmarked. A travel lodge. It's basically a travel lodge. That's what this is. Filled with horrifying monstrosities and deathly traps. Yep, sounds like a travel lodge. I'm never going to get a sponsorship from travel lodge at this rate. Let's just open the door.
You enter a room which is small and completely empty. As soon as you are inside, the door slams shut behind you. Suddenly a voice booms out of nowhere, shouting, "Welcome to Deathtrap Dungeon, the ingenious killer labyrinth of my master.
Not really
Adventurer, I trust you will pay your respects to my master by shouting out his name."
Succumvit is a worm, or Hail Succumvit? I mean, I thought that's quite rude. Do I... am I going to get skewered or something? Fuck it, I'm just going to say he's a worm.
You take a deep breath and shout, "Succumvit is a worm!" Once again, the mysterious voice calls out, only this time, to your great surprise, in a far less threatening tone.
Oh.
Good.
Oh.
My master likes those who show spirit.
Good.
Take this gift to help you. It will grant you one wish, but one wish only.
Oh.
Farewell.
All right.
A gold ring magically appears out of nowhere and lands at your feet with a gentle tinkle.
Oh, I love a good tinkle.
You pick it up and put it on one of your fingers. The door opens and you step back into the tunnel to continue north. The tunnel twists and turns, but keeps steadily north. Ahead, you see a thin shaft of blue light streaming down from the ceiling to the floor. It sparkles and shimmers, and you can see images of laughing faces in the light.
I mean, I remember this picture from the book, and it was fucking haunting, because it just looks weird, doesn't it? I mean, also, a Ring of Wishes. I mean, I think for winning this, don't we get like 10,000 gold for winning like Deathtrap? I mean, if we'd had the Ring of Wishes beforehand, like, we're going to get out of Deathtrap Dungeon, and they go, oh, here's 10,000 gold, and I'm going to be like, okay, I wish for like 1,000,000 gold, and then like that's going to make the prize seem a bit shit, isn't it? Like, the ring feels like a lot more useful than 10,000. Like, why didn't Succumvit just keep the fucking ring? Unless it's a cursed ring. Probably a cursed ring. Okay, so do we want to walk through the creepy laughing light, or do we just walk around the light? The problem is, I find, that with the fighting fantasy books, if you don't do a thing, you always get to the end of the book and it goes, well, did you do this thing? You're like, no. It's like, well, then fuck you. But on the other hand, I might walk into the light and it's like, yeah, it turns out the light is acid scorpions and your face melts. Laters. But on the other hand, like, nothing ventured, nothing gained.
As soon as your head goes under the blue light, you hear the sound of muffled voices. The faces are no longer laughing, but have changed their expressions to one of despair and anguish.
Oh, good.
A young girl's sad face hovers in front of you, and she begins to whisper a poem. Transfixed, you listen intently, believing that she has a special message for you as she recites, "When corridor doth water meet, do not make a quick retreat. Take a breath and jump deep in, if your trial you hope to win." Memorizing the spirit girl's poem, you step through the shaft of light and quickly head on north. You come to an arched doorway set in the right-hand wall of the tunnel. The heavy stone door is closed, but there is an iron latch and a round handle.
Oh. I mean, always try the doors.
Lifting the latch and pushing the heavy stone door open, you find yourself in a large cabin. The light is dim and murky, but as your eyes begin to adjust, you see that the walls are covered in green algae and running with moisture. The floor is strewn with straw. The atmosphere is warm, damp, and fetid, and a soft humming sound fills the air. You step gingerly through the straw towards a corner of the cabin where there appears to be a shallow pit. Peering warily into the pit, you are disgusted to see a mass of pale, writhing worms.
Ew.
Some as much as 1/2 meter long. Nauseated, you are about to turn away when you notice that their undulating bodies are swarming around a dagger, its point held fast in a crack in the pit floor. The hilt is cased in black leather, studded with opals, and the blade is fashioned from a strange, reddish-black burnished metal you have never seen before. You long to touch the dagger, but this would mean plunging your hand in among the writhing worms.
That's it. I mean, the dagger's kind of sticking out. I feel like I should be able to just sort of like, you know, gingerly sort of like fingertips pick the dagger out. Oh, I'm going to reach for the dagger because it's a dagger and it's probably important. And they're probably like flesh maggots. And as soon as I put my hand in there, they're going to be like, oh, they're eating their way through your arm. Do 18 skill points. Suck a dick.
Taking a deep breath, you lean over the pit and plunge your forearm into the mass of wriggling worms.
Ugh.
They are cold and clammy and feel extremely nasty.
Yeah.
But at least they are harmless, and you are able to seize the dagger by the hilt. You give it a hard tug, and it comes away from the crack in which the tip was embedded. Admiring its beauty, and wondering whether it might once have belonged to some luckless contestant, you put the opal-studded dagger firmly in your belt and leave the cabin. As you make your way back to the doorway, the buzzing sound increases in intensity.
Oh, that's probably a good thing.
And you look around, desperately to discover where it's coming from. Glancing up in the nick of time, you see a huge and grotesque black shape of a giant fly emerging from a recess high up in the cavern wall. As it gets closer, you realize that it's at least 1.5 meters long. Its opaque wings vibrate, making the sickening buzzing noise you can hear.
Sure, it's still a fly though, isn't it?
Black,
really?
hairy legs are poised to grasp your body.
I mean, horrible, but
Below,
not dangerous.
Its multifaceted eyes is a long, shiny black proboscis, which darts in and out venomously. You have stolen the giant fly's treasure from her brood of maggots.
What the fuck does she want a dagger for?
You must face the consequences.
What's she gonna...
It's time to test your luck again.
The fuck is she going to use a dagger for?
Remember, a roll equal
to fly.
or less than your luck score means you've been lucky. But a roll higher than your luck could end badly.
Okay, well, as long as I don't roll double 12. Double 12? Double 6. See, fine.
The giant fly swoops down again to try to capture you. But this time you manage to evade its outstretched legs. Stepping back, you draw your sword to prepare to fight the hideous insect as it turns to attack you again.
Yeah, again, it's a fly. 7 skill? Are you fucking kidding me? I could have 7 skill. If I rolled a 1, I did roll a 1.
You spin your sword around your head, clipping the fly and removing part of one of its legs.
Of course, I always like going for the legs, don't I? I could escape, but I'm just going to keep going, because fuck flies. Yeah, be alright.
You hurl yourself at your enemy, fist flailing, and land a stunning blow.
At least I don't have, like, reduction in my skill. Makes this a lot easier.
The creature flies at you so close you can't use your weapons. Grabbing it by its legs, you swing around, slamming it into a wall.
Just keep going. Stab him in the face. Yeah, be alright.
You spin your sword around your head, clipping the fly and removing part of one of its legs.
Pleased with your victory, you wipe the vile yellow slime from the blade of your sword.
Yep, I've killed a mother.
And walk quickly to the door,
Good job,
back
me.
to the tunnel, and head north. The tunnel ends shortly at a junction. Looking left and right, you see a narrow passage disappearing into the dim distance.
Let's go east.
You walk down the passage and soon find yourself standing at the edge of a deep, dark pit. The passage continues east on the other side of the pit. You think you could probably jump over the pit, but you're not sure.
I'm not sure.
There is a rope hanging down from the ceiling over the center of the pit.
That's useful. I mean, the obvious thing seems to reach for the rope with your sword to enable swing across the pit. And jump across the quick hang of possessions, that seems like a bad idea. Throw your shield at the pit and jump after it. Is that going to lose us our shield? Fuck it, I'm just going to rope. We'll grab the rope.
Gripping the rope firmly, you step back to take a running jump. However, in the dim light, you do not notice that someone has cut the rope almost in two, just a little way above the section you are holding.
Oh, you prick.
As you swing out across the pit, it suddenly breaks, and you scream with fear as you plunge headlong to the depths.
Your
below.
adventure is over.
You land heavily on your back, but luckily your backpack cushions your fall, only costing you 1 skill point and 2 stamina points.
Ow.
Could have been much worse.
Well, it could have been.
The darkness is almost pitch black at the bottom of the pit, and you crawl along the floor, groping in front of you. Suddenly your hand touches something cold, hard and smooth. The object is small and round, but you cannot figure out what it is.
It's probably a grenade.
You place it in your backpack, hoping to see what it is once you are out of the pit. You continue to crawl forward and soon reach the pit wall. It's too smooth to climb, and you have to cut hand and toe holes in it with your sword. This takes a long time, but finally you climb out of the pit on the east side. You immediately check out the object in your backpack and discover that you have found an orb of blood-red ruby. You are absolutely delighted.
Oh yeah, would be.
And head off east in high spirits, whistling softly. The tunnel makes a sudden left turn and continues north, as far as you can see. You soon arrive at a closed wooden door in the left-hand wall.
Okay. I mean, I'm going to open the door because that tends to be what I do.
The door opens into a large candlelit room filled with incredibly lifelike statues of knights and warriors A white-haired old man, dressed in tattered rags, jumps out from behind one of the statues.
Oh, he looks nice.
And starts to giggle.
Good.
Though he looks like a fool, the sparkle in his eyes makes you think there is more to him. In a high-pitched voice, he says, "Oh, good. Another stone for my garden.
Oh, Eddie, what range?
I'm glad you have come to join your friends. Now, I'm a fair man, so I'll ask you a question.
Holy shit.
If you answer correctly,
yeah?
I'll let you go free.
Oh, good.
But if you answer is wrong,
okay,
I'll turn you to stone."
Fair enough.
He starts to chuckle again, obviously pleased with your arrival.
I feel like if we make a run or attack him, he's probably going to turn us to stone, so fuck it, we'll just wait for a question, I guess.
The old man points at one of the statues, and you recognize it immediately. It is the knight who started the trial of champions. The agonized look on his face locked in stone for eternity. The old man smiles, saying, "This man weighs 100 pounds plus half his weight. How much does he weigh?"
Oh, not maths.
What will you answer?
Oh, I don't know, Eddie. I don't... fuck it. Oh. Weighs 100 pounds plus half his weight. Well, it sounds like 150, but that seems like too fucking obvious. Right, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this episode here and go and ask my wife what the answer is, because she's a lot smarter than I am and she'll know. But until then, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.